All right, let's try this now. Should be a little bit better. A little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit better. All right, so pretty much the only thing I'm going to do today, it is February 15th, 2024. I'm going to look at wicking up. So I've already done a screenshot of what happened today on NQ futures. And I've got a lot of stuff on here. Don't be discouraged by everything that you see. It's a lot, I know. I'm just literally, okay, so audio works. All right, I'm just literally trying to make sure that I have all the data that I need when I start looking and trying to do my technical analysis is going to look different from everybody else's technical analysis. So most people will come over here for technical analysis. They go something like the 5-minute time frame or something like that, and then like the day began here, the day began in this region. So they would first come over and draw some lines right here, which you can see it did tap that twice on the day, and then this one down here, they might draw a line through there, which it broke that support, at least found it as temporary support, and then went a little bit lower, and then it didn't go quite it went lower than that, but this line also comes back over here. Like I said, there's all the technical analysis piece, and then here you have one touch. Let me do like one touch in that region, 2, 3, a wick through there, wick through here once, twice. So this is a pretty solid level right here too, right? I mean, so all the way through all of that, and then that is where you get one of the first kind of major pullbacks there, and then it kind of wicked down again and came down to this level. What happened at this level? Oh, this guy here. Right, so, and that's the thing, man, there's so many levels. There's always going to be a level, but the question is, what are you doing? What are you looking for when it gets to one of these levels to give you confirmation, right? So again, from the prior chart, from this day, from the start of the day back, we saw there were a couple potential levels, right? So this level, the highest of the pre-market, this level where it touched the top of the morning on February the 14th, and then it also bounced off that resistance became support here, level across there, and then here you have multiple touches, so it's not as much a like a external structure type level like these are, but it touched it multiple times throughout here. So yeah, that's a level 2. And then this one here, this one was an aggressive level here. Oh, and then not only that, but here, this one goes across. Did I get it? Do I still have it? I've got another line. This one goes across even as far as here and there, right? So, and again, you can keep looking to the left of the chart and you'll see more and more levels. And I mean, but there's levels. There's always levels. But are you going to take this entry? Maybe not, because it when it came down, when price came down and touched this first line, it barely had an inside bar, right? I mean, this is an inside bar, but all these were so long, there was no like, I usually like to look for like a long flush down, then an inside bar, and then move up, which you definitely got a flush down from here. But even this was a nice kind of 1, 2, 3 bar flush, and then, but this was a strong push up. This was almost too strong, but it was this was just a pause, but this was the initial kind of like, let's slow your roll. And then it bounced on here again. And then we did a stop hunting for that last little bit of liquidity before it moved up. Of course, you can draw your level here, across here. And then when it crossed that descending trend line, now you know that this should be a nice lower point. We broke that descending resistance, and now we came up, made a higher low right here, from here, and then you can enter in here. So what happened right in here? What happened around, if you look down at the bottom of my chart, you see that around 12 o'clock on 2:15, 12 o'clock. What happened around 12 o'clock? So I like to go to like the 1 minute time frame with 15-second time frame, and I have to pull it up. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go through all that, because I left to go to the gym right after that, and so I actually restarted my computer right here because I had updated one of my scripts, and in order for me to update it, I had to update the script, and when I did that, I accidentally sent it into an infinite loop, and then it messed everything up, so I had to restart the computer. When I restarted the computer, it's right here, right around 12:08. So I missed the capturing of what happened right there, but I did record most of it. So hang tight. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay. That was not early enough. What time was this one? That was ES. Looking for NQ. I think this is it. All right, so I think this is it. All right, so so I take screenshots throughout the day just in case I do lose my data. I will still have it. Looking at 12:15. Oh, I got as far as 11:05. Let me see if I have another one closer to 12:15. This one, but I don't think this is close enough. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I think I do not have the 12 o'clock time. Yeah, I do. It's from yesterday. 2:15 is from today. Okay, so 12:15 would have been to the far left of the screen, though. I didn't quite get it all. So what I was looking for was the spread. I was looking for what happened with like the bid and ask, the max, as well as the larger orders, as well as the spread. Here's the spread, but I don't see any high ticks. So go back to this one. And this here, and this here. These two areas is what made me think it's going to be a buy. Where? Right here where the spread widened up, and then here where the spread widened up. That corresponds to here and here. And both of these are in this kind of a low area, at least trying to make that low and then trying to make a higher low area. But you can see here that it did drop back down, and I think it stopped me out. The position I was in on the sim account, I think it stopped me out. So, you know, I got in obviously before the break of the larger trend. So I got in too soon. But like I said, I'm just now being able to capture all this data here in the last week or so. I'm able to capture all this data, so I will be able to. So I got my X-ray vision going. So I'll be able to see a little bit sooner next time. Check out here at 3:55, where we got this widening of the spread right here. So you got really high, and then at that same time right here is just before that last push up at the end of the day, right? So that last push up at the last candle, 1, 2 candles, and it led to this So it was helpful. Now, these yellow dots, this is what I did yesterday with whoever was on. This was the wake up indicator. This is 9:30 in the morning. So let me go to mess desk. So right here where you see the yellow at, that is where you have a lot of wicking up, a fast moving consecutive bars in the long direction in these bars here. Okay, so you see where this time is, 14:47. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. And so today what I'm going to do is make one for the down. You see how this is right here? Let's see. You see how all this is yellow here? Means that there was a lot of wicking up. So I want to set my global position tracker right there. That's the T. Put it right here. And now when you look up top, it's moving the cursor there. And where I'm on the chart here, these bars is saying that there was a lot of wicking here. So we're right here. Let's see if we can zoom in and see that wick in action. Okay. So there should be, I think there should be 10 consecutive. Okay, so right in here, somewhere between this bar and this bar, there should be 10 consecutive bars making where the open is higher than the close before it. So it's like boom, 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 boom. It just kind of like, you see how it does right here? Where it just goes like stair stepping, just up, 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 up. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that wick, that shoot. I'm looking for that. And that's what this yellow indicates. But again, you can see this on the tick chart. You cannot see this on the time chart. You can see it on the time chart, but when you're looking at the time chart, it's just a wick. It's just a line. It goes shoot, shoot. That's all it is. But when you're on the tick chart, there are bars. Bars. So you see all this over here. Now I'm just going to make the same script for the downtrend. So this is up wick. Let's edit the easy language. Okay, so we have the up wick here. I don't know if I want to put it on up wick and just rename the whole thing, or make one called down wick. I have so many scripts though. I think I'm going to try to consolidate it and make this in the same one, and then I'll just change the name. This will just be like wick up down, and then I can just turn it on or off, whatever I want. All right, so we're going to do probably just copy all this, because it's going to be the same thing. We're just going to do it for the down wick. The counter will be counter D, which would be like counter down. We're going to copy and paste this. This is just declaring the variable that we're using for the copy, which is counter D. And then everywhere in here where we have counter, we need to make it counter D. Counter down, counter D. Okay. And wick bar number. Wick bar number is the number of bars that we want to see doing that wicking action. So, and for the up wick, we'll make it, you know what? I could use the dots. I almost want to just put a word, maybe make it say wick up. So to do that, let's first change these conditions. So these conditions up here is using condition 18. We're going to use condition 19 for here. And then for this one, we're going to use condition 20. All right, just using that. Okay, now, if condition 18, now, we want it to say something. So watch this. I'm gonna verify this. I think it's right. Yeah, I think it's right. Verify. No errors. Okay. We still have yellow, so we need to take it off yellow for the time being, because we're just going to change this to words. So we'll make this black. So the wicking down will be, the wicking up will be yellow, wicking down will be black. All right. Do I need to review this? I think I need to review this because I just changed condition 19. And 19. Oh, plot 2. Okay. Let's go back to this other one, which is a little bit wider for the screen. Get rid of the volatility one. It's just kind of in the way. Kind of in the way. Okay, so yellows for the wicking up. Yellows for the wicking up. Now we should have black in here somewhere. There should be some wick downs somewhere. Nope, not on today. Not on today. Really? Rather peculiar. Rather peculiar. All right, so counter D is equal to 0. And then we're going to repeat if open of counter D is greater than counter D plus 1, the close. Ah, okay, we didn't change this. So it's pretty much just going to, it's pretty much that the black and yellow are on the same dots, because it's pretty much just asking for the same thing. So watch this. You see the yellow dots? I'm going to get rid of the yellow statement. And now they're black dots, right? So it's pretty much just asking for the same thing. So we need to say, because we're looking for a down movement, so we need for the open to be lower than the close of a bar ago. So we need for the, is that right? The open is less than the, less or equal to the close of a bar ago. Yeah, and so all day we just had this one spot right in here. This one spot right in here. Nope, I lied. There's one spot down here. Can't really, that black isn't popping. It's not really showing up that well. Okay, so you got the black right there. And then you have black right here. Special delivery. Coffee? Coffee, anyone? Some good coffee. That is some good coffee. My wife knows how I like it. All right. So, yeah, so that's only a couple places did the black show up, but instead of having these dots, because I often use dots for other things. You see I use dots, I use all kinds of things a lot. We can use an arrow, but we're not going to do that. We're going to use the words. We're going to use words. So we'll say that if condition 18, just going to copy that line there. Copy, paste. Excuse me. We'll mute this one out, and then instead of that, we'll say then value 1 equals text underscore new. It will be date and time or whatever bar it's at, and then it'll just say, I think it's just only the 3. Date, time, the location. We'll have it be located at the low minus ATR, or the average true range of 10 bars, whatever. Then what do it say? It say wick up. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up, don't ya? Don't you know? Don't you know it? Don't you know it? All right, and then this will be wick down. Now we just have to change the position. All right, verify. Now when we come back over, wick up, wick up, wick up, wick up. How you like that? I wonder if I can change the color. But you see where it occurs multiple times, it's just going to kind of write it multiple times. That's not a bad indicator, huh? It wicked up here, and it was also partly responsible for this move up. Not only that, but at least on the 15-second time frame, you've got that descending resistance there, and it wicked up right as it's crossing that. So that's your extra confirmation. Here, it's not really in the area of anything more than just one potential kind of lower high here. And if you want to take that, then okay. Maybe it's the bounce off 200 EMA. The reason why it's waking up here, I'm not really seeing much of a reason why it would wake up. So maybe you wouldn't take that neither here, other than it wicked up right here. And then when it came back down to this same general area, it wicked up again. And that looks like that was just a trap, right? Because from there to there, we had this flush down, and then it continued down for a while. Or even here. Didn't get a wick up here, but we certainly got some nice size long bars to come up here. So you needed to wait. And then once it got up here, it had that, and this is at the end of the day now, it had that well, actually this is a lower high, or a low, higher low, and then this is a retest of the higher low. And then also I remember in this area, there was an expansion of the spread. Not only an expansion of the spread, but you can see down here that you have a lot of offers. You have a lot of transactions that happen above. Well, one, there were a lot that happened at the ask, and there were a lot that happened even above the ask, at the bid, below the bid. So okay. All right, so we made the script that we wanted to make. The only other thing I can say about that is maybe I'd want these letters to be black or yellow, or maybe make the upwicks yellow and the downwicks black. Can we do that? Can we do that? I'm coming to learn that you can do just about anything you want to with this coding on this TradeStation. So I'm really impressed. But let's see if we can add color in here. Nope, just got the date, time, price, and the text. I don't see anything for the color. Text objects are added to the chart using the default color. Any of these properties can be changed using other text-related reserved words. Well, let's see if we have any text-related reserved words that we can use. All right. Value 2 equals text dot text underscore not get color, because we want to set the color. Numeric of the text is going to be, I think it's going to be value 1, which is our numeric for the text. Actually, I think it'll just be the number 1, but we'll see. And then I didn't pay attention to what the second part was. Second part was the color. Yeah, you see here, it's got the number 1 and then just has the color written out. But if the ID for the text is not a value 1, if we actually name it a variable, I wonder, can we even name it a variable? Like just call it wick down equals text new. I don't know if you can do that. Reserve word sets the color for specific. Okay, here you go. You must assign the text object reserved word to a variable, to a numeric variable or array, so that you can determine whether or not the reserved word performed its operation successfully. If an invalid ID number is used, the reserved word will return a value of -2, and no additional operation will be performed on any text objects by the strategy, analysis technique, or function that generated the error. Okay, well, that makes sense. All right, if we didn't do it that way, we could do it another way. We could use I think the text label class. We use the text label class, and then we could modify everything. The color, the font, the size, all that stuff. So yeah, so here we'll just put 1 instead of value 1. We'll put 1, and then we'll put black. All right, and then we'll go up here, and then for value we'll do value 2, or value, wait a minute, got value 1 here. This will need to be 1 and 2, and this can be 2 and 3. What? 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, yeah, 3 and 4. Gotta get your lies together. Get your lies together. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 2 and 1. Okay, boom. Oh, this will be yellow. All right, see what we got. Nothing. Wait a minute. Well, and that's what it was saying, right? Is that if you get something messed up, then it won't print any of it. So condition 18, then value 1 of text new, that wick up, we wick down, date, time, average true range, value 1, value 2, equals set text color of 1, make it yellow. Value 3, text new, 4 will equal set text color black. Now, there's one other thing. Oh, you don't have to assign. You see, like value 1, you have to assign to a text ID. Value 1 gets assigned to. Oh no, it is. So it is value 1 equals text set color. Text new ID equals. Okay, so ID, it just has to be a numeric value. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be value 1. It can be any numeric variable. Okay, good to know. All right, and then value 1 would need to be ID. Okay, so we do put the whole thing there, value 1. Identification number 1. Okay. All right, got it. All right, so what I did was I put 1 here. This is saying that whatever is in the whatever variable is whatever text is identified by the integer of 1 will be set to yellow. Well, I don't have a variable. I don't have a text identified as an integer 1. I have a text identified as value 1. And guess what the value of 1 is? Goose egg is 0, right? So watch this. If I put, I'm learning stuff like you're learning. I'm learning it right here with you. If I put 0, now it should show up. I mean, based on that logic, it should show up. Because value 1 is 0. I mean, it should be 0. Well, let's make sure that it's 0. Value 1 equals 0. How about that? Value 1. Value 1. Okay. Edit studies. Wake up. Oh, 623 I got turned off. Somehow, did it? 623. Like it got turned. It says study not verified. But it is verified. And this is wake up. It's on now. All right. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna set that equal to 1, and then we're gonna put this as 1. I'm learning something new today, so I'm just kind of playing around with it until I figure out what it's doing. Because if I take the color part off, of both of them. When I took the color part off of both of them, they showed up. Put the color part back on that one, disappeared. Value 2 equals set text color 1 yellow. I declare value 1 to equal 1. value 1 equals that's the same process. We have ID set is -1. So that -1 is equal to text new. And then value 1 is equal to set color ID. So maybe it's got to be, okay. Okay, so instead of putting the value in the variable, you just need to put the variable. Okay, all right. But then up here, it has the number, text ID. Set the text object with identification number 1 to yellow. But either way, it's not working now, so let's do this. Let's do value 1. Okay, now that we have value 1, we'll get rid of this. Value 1. Text new. If condition 18, then value 1 text new, date time lower range. Value 2 will equal to text set color value 1 yellow. Maybe it's the color? I could just leave the colors black, but that's not enough trouble for me. It's got to be troublesome. Got to be troublesome. Condition 18. All right, let's do this. Let's just set a whole new variable and see if that works. Variable equals wick d. We'll make it equal to 1. And then if condition 18 equals wick d, then we'll say that this is wick d. Yeah, that's fine. If we get rid of this, everything comes back. It does not like that for some reason. Text color. I wonder if we use the same variable. Will that do it? No. Okay, now I do feel like I want to just skip it and go on. Oh. Like I said, the other thing I could do is just go on to use the text label class. I don't want to do that. I want to figure this out. Text set color. Text set color. Wick D. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we want it to be. Unless I've used value 1 already somewhere up here, which I don't think I have. Haven't. Is there another one that maybe says that you have? No, because it would say it right here. There's another. There might be another one that says like there's other parameters that you have to use before you can assign a text color. You might have to do like text instead of set color, text set style, which style will be the font. So that's not it. This should be super simple. I've done way harder stuff. This should not be this hard. X equal to -1. I'm going to literally just copy this. Because if that doesn't work, then it's something TradeStation is doing is dumb. It's possible. That's possible. All right. All right, now remember they went ahead and they had to do the variable ID equals -1. Have that. We'll do if condition 18, then ID equals text new, value 1 equals set color. I need that red. Okay, and now even when doing it with theirs, it doesn't work. All right, it doesn't work. So something is wrong with something is wrong. There's a glitch or something in here where this isn't working anymore. Can't believe I just wasted like 20-30 minutes working on this and it does not work. Yeah. Have pity on me. Have pity on me. All right. Because I like what I like and I want what I want, I'm gonna use system and we will come here and then we will do if condition 18, then begin what? I think we can do let's make this trend line. Trend line? No. Text label. Label. Text label. Text label. Wick down. Or I guess wick up we're doing first. No. Using EO system. Using EO system dot objects. Using EO system dot drawing. Using EO system dot drawing objects. And so then we have the trend line. We need a text label. We also need a text. There it comes up. Text label for wick down. Make that null. And condition 18 begin. I'm going to do create new. No, we need to do this as wick up equals text label dot create and and so long as I did a text label, I gotta figure out what to put in there. All right, so in the text label.create, be endpoint, and then gonna have the location and then the text. It's pretty easy. Drawing objects.add. Bar number. Bar number. Not sure if we have to do plus max bars back -1, and then the location, which will be low average to range. Okay, this. So that's the location at the bar. And what do we want it to say? Wake up. And then we can do wake up dot color is equal to, I think we have to do color dot yellow. That should be it. I think that's it. Text label.create bar bendpoint.create. Nothing wrong with that. Text label.create. Oh, well, I know one thing we have to do is drawing objects dot add wake up. We did have text label wake up here. Wake up text label dot. I don't know what's wrong with that. Okay, so got parentheses here. Open it. We have another one to open and close. Then we have one to open and close, and then we have one to close. That should be fine. Yeah. This chart right here is acting real funny for some reason. Condition 18, then begin, look up equals text label. Yeah. It's like I have to save it, close it, and then open it back up. This is the exact same thing that I have. If such, then begin, whatever that is, text label dot create. You got your BM point dot create. You got your number of bar, or did I do that wrong? The number of bars, and then the location, and then you have what you want it to say. That's why I got it wrong, because I have the bar, I have the location, and then I don't have the price level. So I want it to be, yeah, I do. Here's the price level right here. Oh, that needs to be all in parentheses. This needs to be in parentheses. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so BM point. Okay, here we go. All right, get rid of one more. All right, here we go. All right, BM point dot create. Bar number, so we have the bar that we're referencing, or the date and time, and then we have the location, and then we in that parentheses. Then, all right, now there we go. All right, drawing objects dot add. Well, if I could spell drawing, I'd be off to a good start. Okay, all that for that. Man. All right, so I got it on there though. Okay, so you see the words wick up shows up right here. So I'm not sure I'm in love with the yellow, but we can change that. Let's make it blue. Then we'll make the other one red. And also, need to lock this in place. Wick up dot lock. Where is lock it? I mean, wick up dot. There we go. Lock. You see, it didn't come up the first time. I tell you, man, this thing is getting a little bit screwy on me. This thing is getting a little bit screwy here. All right, so now I'm just copy and paste all of this because I'm going to use the same thing for the wick down. And now if condition 19 equals true, now this is our wick down. And it's going to be color dot red. This will be drawing objects wick down. Similarly, or to the contrary, will be called wick down. And we need to declare a trend line called, yeah, you guessed it, wick down. Oh, I already got it. Okay. Text label, not trend line, text label, wick down. All right, verify that. So there's my wick ups right here. So whenever we get these wicking up actions coming into place, we'll get the wick ups. And you see there's wicking up happening right there. And there's wick up happening right there. And wick up happening right here. And wick up happening right here. So if I'd have took any of these entries right here for these wicking up, if I'd have took any of these entries, I could have at least scalped from 20 to 26. Bare minimum, I could have scalped with very little risk. I could have scalped 6 points on NQ. And that's 180 bucks for one contract with very little risk. Right here. So right here, this was wick up. Started at this bar, went up. This one started at this bar, went up. This one started at these bars, went up. Over here, started at any one of these 1, 2, 3 bars and went up. This bar here, however, started at this bar, went up, retrace, would have been into a stop loss area of how many points? 69 to 66, so 3 points. So I could see easily a 1 to 2 risk to reward on trading just this wick up here, risking 3 points, looking for a take profit of 6 points. Here's a wick down, but wick down happened. It should have been at this bar. Maybe it's at this bar. And wick downs happening in there. Okay. All right, very good. So again, a couple potential strategies just with those, just with that wicking up right there. Small little play, small little scalp. I mean, you got to be at your chart, or you have to have your algorithm in place to take the trade for you, and not impossible. In fact, very easy. All right, or we could double click on this. Oh, can you change that? I don't think you can change that. Huh, you can change that right on the screen? I want that to be locked so you don't say, I mean, I know it's locked so you can't do anything with it, but I want it to be locked so you can't change it. Now you can right click it, hit edit text, and then you can go to edit easy language. You can do that kind of thing, but I'll cancel that. We're going to come back here. We're going to go to edit text. Yes, we can look at the input. Right now I have 15 bars that are wicking. We can change that to 20 bars so we get less occurrences. And at 20 bars wicking, we have no occurrences. All right, go back to edit studies and wick up, which we'll change the name on that here shortly. Instead of 15, instead of 20, we'll go to 10. So we should have more occurrences now. We do. Plenty of wicking up here, plenty of wicking up here, plenty of wicking up, wicking up. I mean, I see a lot more entries that we could take. Here, it looks like this is the only one that failed. This one here, it might have failed before you got stopped out if you had done like a 1 to 3 or 1 to 2, risking 3 points. But yeah, I like this already. Okay, and then this was a great one here. These in here, not so much. So maybe there are other criteria that would make you consider taking an entry or not. I haven't figured those out, but I will observe the chart tomorrow. See if I can narrow some of that down. Because these, all the rest of them did well. These here on this downtrend didn't work so well. actually, if you had got in here when it wicked up, 894 to 899, so that's, or up at the top, yeah, 899, that's about 5 points. Here to here is less, 6 and 3 points. Still though, with very little risk when these things are coming on. That is amazing. That is amazing. And all of them seem to have at least some profit, so you could get a point. I mean, almost 100% of the time you can get 1 point. At least 1 point. Sheesh. If you went on with like 3 contracts and you did, well, the thing about NQ though is you can't do that, because if you have a 3-point stop loss, most of the time it's going to get snapped. 3-point stop loss is going to get snapped. But like I said, with this, it doesn't hit that 3 points unless it's, yeah, it doesn't hit that 3 points unless it's going the other way. So yeah, a really tight stop loss. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna try it tomorrow. Well, I'll be doing some other stuff tomorrow, so I may not get to try it tomorrow, but I will be trying it and see how it works. And if it's really promising, then we'll see. All right, now these didn't do jack diddly. This one and this one. But you would have got in here on this red closing candle, which I don't even know if that makes sense for a wick up. Let's change that criteria to being a bullish candle. Of course, we're going to get less. We'll get less opportunities, but they may be higher probability. And all you need is a couple high probability entries, 1 point, 3 points, whatever. If you have a number of contracts on, then and even if, I know, hate to say take 5 contracts, but if you were to take 5 contracts, you have at least 5 opportunities on there. 1 point, it's $150. 150 times 5. Yeah, I'm coming up with about 750 there. So that's very cool. That's very cool. Yeah, I'm excited about that. We'll have to see how it works out tomorrow. Okay, let's say there's got to be a bullish candle. If condition 19 and a bull and a bullish candle. Well, we need a bullish candle for the wick up anyway. So for the down candle, it can be a bearish candle. For the up candle, we need it to be a bullish candle. Condition 18 and bull. Okay, now we'll go back to it and see what it looks like. Okay, so I know that those should be fine. It was over here where we had 2 red candles at the top. I think it was this guy and this. No, it was this guy and this guy. Right? These were lit up as our wick ups. Not lit up no more. Not lit up no more. All right, perfect. All right, so we still have wicking up on those. Wicking up through there. All right, very good. Those are wick ups. And again, it's the quality of wicking up that I'm looking for. And that's what I laid out in my script. So hopefully you were with me yesterday, the day before yesterday, when I was making the script live here with you. And so no excuses. One other thing I'm going to script tonight. Actually, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a pause, check on the family, and I'll come right back. Okay. I'm back. Better than ever. All right. Oh yeah, so there's just one more thing that I wanted to do today, which was try to put together some kind of line, some type of script that will put on one chart. So see over here, and I know all you guys have this, all you do it. I know that this is not a surprise to anybody because everybody is advanced, but I'm not advanced. I'm not advanced yet. All right, but I got something like this going on. Radar screen, viewing perch. I have all these going on: Apple, Avgo, Eli Lilly, Amazon, Apple again, Berkshire Hathaway, Microsoft, Tesla, Nvidia, Google. So I want to put like all these onto. I want to see what they look like all on one chart. But I'd have to be creative so that I could label them or something, a different color or something. I don't know. It needs to be like a line chart. But I want to see them all on one chart. So I'm just going to play around with that right now. See if I can make that work. I don't know. All right. So I'm going to start with this. I want it to be a line chart. All right. And then I guess we could just add everything. Actually, yeah. So let's just do that. So this isn't really any scripting involved. We're just going to add. So this is, let's go Apple. There's where I would do my different colors. I wonder, would you want to script this? Yeah, right? All right, watch this. Let's try this. New one, indicator. We're gonna say, let's say tech sector. Okay, and then we're gonna, because since we're doing a line chart, we're just using the close, so we don't really need all the stuff anyway. So we're just gonna plot the close. So we're gonna plot how do we I think we'll still need to pull data streams. Let's see. Data stream. I don't know if we can assign data streams. I know we can get information from data streams. I don't know if we can assign data streams. So we're going to say, let's see what data streams is. But like I say, I'm learning that just about everything that you want to do with TradeStation that you can think about doing, you can do it. I mean, I'm sure there's some people, really skilled, talented, smart people out there that come up with stuff that you can't do, but I ain't got there yet. I hadn't got there yet. All right, so data streams. Counts, gets the number of available data streams, gets the data stream object representing the data stream at a given index. Right, so this is getting the data stream. I want to start a data stream. Yeah, and if we're not starting a data stream, then it's not really doing what I wanted to do anyway. But again, I don't know that it can't. I just haven't run across how to do it. Writer? So we can write to a file. I mean, I knew that we can append to a file. My file. Okay. All right, so we'll just go about it the other way. All right, so which is this way? All right, so for style, let's do let's add a data stream. Did we already do Apple? Yeah, what we did now. Style, Apple will be, I don't know, blue. Do blue, and then we'll do dashes. No, we can't do dashes. Guess we'll have to do light blue. So let's stay on this row. How about that? Medium. So we'll go with no, let's go with blue, and then we'll go with the light blue for the off times. Drag this up here. Say we'll drag this up here. You know what? Won't do it. So what we have to do is double click on this. It won't do it. Click on this and then double click on it. And then go to scaling, and then we're going to scale. Do the right axis, subgraph 1. This might get a little bit weird because this is down to 183. And maybe we have to go by percentages or something. Because this number is 183 and this is 17,900. I'll show you what happens if you put them both on the same chart. You're going to get one way down here, one way up here. They're way off scale. So if you zoom in into either one of them, you will see what's going on with the curve. But when they're way stretched out, you won't hardly be able to see any defining features. So go back here. You need to do something like going to have to be no axis, or it's going to have to be a logarithmic axis or something like that. Axis. Let's see what no axis looks like. So this axis is not affecting this guy here, but it is affecting the one below it, which is not even showing up. Customize symbol. Look at Apple. Scaling. Also need to do no axis. Automatic. Okay. So that's what automatic looks like when we're just putting it all on the same screen. All right, good deal. All right, so what I'll do is I'll make myself some notes, and then I'll come back and make a script that actually shows you what is what color. So we'll say Apple. Apple is blue. NQ is green. Do Microsoft as, oh, I want to do Microsoft as blue. Microsoft will be what color? Red. Should have put that up there already. Already. Scaling. Right axis. No axis. Okay. Alright, so Microsoft is red. Nvidia, like a yellow. No, but antique white. Oh, that's hard to see. Jesus. That made my brain do flips. We'll do aqua. Aqua for Nvidia. All right. And we'll just do one more Amazon. We'll make this one black. Add. I've got 4 data streams. Add one more. What do I say? Amazing, amazing. Make it black. Make it black. Make that gray. No axis. Automatic. Oh, I should have put it on the first subgraph. Okay. So now you see none of these really have anything going on in the after hours time, whereas NQ does operate in the after hours time. So these will just be straight lines connecting because they are connecting the closes. All right, so if you go back to here, now this is what happened with all of them in the day. So now you can see them overlapping. And so as the day were to go on, you would be able to see if there was any divergence of any of them. Or it looks like all of them are kind of doing the same thing, right? These guys tried to pull away first. This guy here tried to pull away first. And when it came down, this guy actually pulled away first, but he was the lowest though. He was the lowest. And then what did he do? He retraced above the rest of them, which makes sense because if you just stay in balance with the rest of the market and you're slightly below them, then either they're going to catch up to you or you're going to catch up to them and you may overthrow them a little bit, right? Just like all the moving averages, just like all the rest of it. So this would have been a good opportunity to take this a little bit longer than the rest of these guys if you had saw that. All right. Let me see if I can do anything with making a float. You know what though? I couldn't get the color to work. So I don't know if I'm gonna get this to work or not. What in the world? All right. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I'm gonna try this one time. If it don't work, then I'm gonna have to go back to the other one. Jesus. Where's text float? Text float. Text underscore float. It's right here. It wasn't coming up. Just like I was typing it. Text float. And it didn't come up. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Value 157. All right, so the value number bars back and the text price percent. Nah, that's not what I'm looking for anyway. There's another one. Gotta make it float on the screen. Text float. Yeah, something's not working right. All right. Go back the old-fashioned way. I miss working on these. I haven't done them in so long. All right. Okay, so Apple. apple. Figure out where to put this at. XY point dot create X and Y. I don't know how wide the screen is. I think you got to go by pixels. Okay, create an integer represent the X pixel coordinate. Window point 150 pixels from the left edge, 50 pixels down from the top. So relative to the upper left corner of the chart. So X and Y. Alright, so we'll just do it like 0 and 0. Or like 5 and 5. I should put it at the top right corner. And this will be the top. Alright, so that'll be point X and Y. And what else did I need there? That's it. And then the text. So we'll say apple. Because we need to change the color. We want to change it to that green. That way it's easily understood what color it is. So now we need to do apple dot color equals color dot green, and then we need to be sure that we do drawing objects dot add apple. Okay, and then we'll be sure that we lock it. Apple dot lock equals true. All right. Verify that apple that needs to be like that and like that. Then we come back to the screen, and then we're going to add that. Indicator, text sector. Okay, fingers crossed. Oh, it came in right here. I feel like that came in on the subgraph, but text sector's right here. Oh, you see it? It's right under here. You see that right under there? Right under that little lip there. So 5 and 5 is too close to the top edge corner because it's covered by that bar there. So we need it to be down just a little bit. So we go to the y-axis, which is the second digit, and make that 10. And then there we go. There's apple in green. We'll make it 15. All right, and then there's apple in green. Okay, and so then we'll just repeat the process. The next one, we'll do that next one as black. I think that was NVIDIA. NVIDIA was aqua. Who was black? Black was the last one that we did. Amazon. Okay, so we're just going to copy and paste. This is going to be black. And so it's going to stay at 15. We're going to stay at 5 over, but it's now instead of 15 down, we'll probably go to like 25 down. This will be Amazon. 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 Copy. Paste. Paste. Verify it. Did I name it something else? I didn't do Amazon. Copy. Paste. Amazon. Verify. See, Amazon appeared right there. All right, good. So now we got now we have like a a legend. So instead of 25, we'll go by, so the first one is 15, we'll do every 15, so we'll go to 30. Yeah, so now it comes down a little bit lower. All right, very good. So the next one was blue. Blue is apple? Green was NQ. Now you gotta get this right. Now you really do. All right, so green is NQ. You know what? Apple should be blue. We're just gonna do this and then change this. That way we won't have to change one word. That's blue. NQ is green. Copy that. Paste that. NQ. Copy that. Paste. 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 That is green. I think dark green. Boy, I know you saw dark green. I just spelled it wrong. Please. All right, every 15, so that makes that 45. Okay, we got NQ there. All right, what's the next one? Blue, green, red from Microsoft. Copy this. Paste. Microsoft. Copy. Copy. Paste. 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 And 60. Okay, but this needs to be red. Okay, good. All right, one more. I think it's aqua. It was NVIDIA. Copy. Paste. NVIDIA. Copy. Paste. 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 Oh, paste. Paste. I think aqua is a color. No, it's not. We got to get a color code for it. It's going to be 75. See if we have a color name, color chart. All right, color class. Colors, system colors. These are the system colors that we can just use the name for. There are other colors. Colors class. Aqua. Aqua is going to be a RGB color of 250, 255, 255. Color from RGB. I think we can do this now. Come on, work with me. From it's ARGB. It's one of them. It's ARGB. From ARGB, it was 0, 2, 0, 255, 0, 255, 255. That's aqua. All right. Didn't show up. Got it at 7. Yeah, there it is. Aqua. Ooh. It's kind of light though. It's definitely aqua. Okay, but everything's there. So everything is here. Our legend is there. Very good. Okay, now I'm going to get rid of that bottom one. Huh. It says you have exceeded 2,000 text objects on the study text sector. Well, my friend, we don't have 2,000 objects. What did it do with it? It just got rid of that whole screen. Market depth, matrix, chart analysis. It's 5 minutes. There it is. 2,000 objects. We had one object. You know what? I think it's making a new object with every bar. So what we're going to do is we're just going to say if it's the last bar of the chart, then do it. Yeah. Or we could just say do it once. We just do all this once, and that would work too. Begin, end. So it'll just put these on here one time, and that's it. Because it doesn't need to be on there any other time. All right, they are locked. Very good. Okay. Okay, so that's it. Now we just have this at the bottom, so we just need to bring this up to the top scale. So we go to Edit Studies, Text Sector. We go to Scaling. Make sure it's on subgraph 1. It has no axis. It doesn't need one. And then there we go. All right, so now I have a screen that has, I'll just put it for, I'll just call this Workspace Text Sector. Well, it's already messed this, that's fine. Okay, all right. But so now these are all of the, some of the major players, like the top 10 large cap stocks in the tech sector, and I just have them all on one screen, as opposed to this. Now, I'm not saying this isn't a good way to look at it. I'm just saying that for a quick visualization and all together and on the same line and on the same scale, this here works very nice. I can change them to candles if I wanted to, but it just gets more cluttered. All right, you can see that. Oh no, I should have never changed them, because it might have changed the colors that I had. I don't think so though. Still got the blue and the NQ is green, aqua is Nvidia, black is Amazon, red is Microsoft, and blue is Apple. Now I do want to make another script tonight. I won't do that with you guys here. We already went over the strategy or the study that I was looking at, so I'm just going to make that into a script. I'm going to run it tomorrow while I'm not here, and we'll see how it plays out. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go on pause one more time, and then I'll just put that script together real quick, and then hopefully everything goes well. Okay, I'll be back. Actually, I'm gonna make a few phone calls, so I'm just gonna let this play in the background while I do my thing. If you have any questions, if you're in the chat, just be sure to drop me a line while I do this. Okay, so the strategy that I just did the optimization on, it has seemed to disappear. So I'm not really sure what happened to it. It usually doesn't disappear for that long. But it's stuck in nowhere's land somewhere. So I'm gonna try to do another one, I guess. Yeah. I mean, at least when you do the strategy optimization, it'll tell you how many tests you have left and all that kind of stuff. So it's not like it should be just missing like that. All right, let's try opening one up. This is Algo. I've got one for Algo. Okay, all right. Algo. Algo chart. All right, so we'll try this again. Oh, it looks like everything is just wanting to freeze up then, huh? There we go. NQ. All right, keep going. All right. Oh, it's a busy day. All right, NQ, we're gonna add the strategy to it, which is wick up. There it was right there. I've already done the little modification to the strategy. I made it so it could be optimized, and now I just needed for it to optimize. 135. Oh, that's why. So maybe there is something. Well, max bars back 90. Got to be able to handle. Not to be able to handle that. Optimize values you enter for the selected input maybe $2 for the current max bars back setting. I mean, I want to say yeah. Actually, I wanted that to be around 150, just to be on the safe side. And then hit OK, and then hit optimize. Okay, yeah. So it didn't do this last time. Oh wow, man. $2,000, $3,000. Ooh, yeah. It's gonna be a good script. Okay. So, and I don't even know what it's set for. That's nice there. That's nice. And I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but that's nice. How many trades did it take? Took a lot of trades. 20 grand worth of trades came back with $4,000. That's okay. How many trades was that? 400. Roughly, what did I say? Like, I think it's like $3 in and out per contract. So that'd be $1,200 worth. So it'll leave you with a grand total of about $3,000. $3,000 over how many days? 8 days or so. 7 days. So probably 5 trading days. 5 trading days, $3,000. So that'd be about $12,000 a month This is working with one contract. $12,000 a month. Is that enough? $150,000 a year? Is that enough? That's enough. That's enough for me. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right, but when you're doing these combines and that kind of stuff, you can do like 5 contracts. So I'm gonna put it at 5 contracts and see what it says. We're gonna say 5 contracts, and we'll put this at 200. I don't know what the max bar back setting needs to be, but we'll put that at 200, and then so that came back. That'll yield about $19,000, but more contracts. So no, 400. Yeah, 400 trades, but that's not 400 contracts, right? Because we're doing 5 contracts at a time, are we not? I mean, I set it for 5 contracts, but based on the number of, let's see. Okay, so it did do 5 contracts. So that's 5 contracts times $400. I mean, 400 contracts, right? 400 trades, 5 contracts. So that's that'll be $2,000. $2,000 out of 19,000. That's 17,000. My math right? Check my math. All right, so 17,000 still over that same 7-day period. So those are good numbers, though. Those are very good numbers. So I'm gonna set this up for this to run tomorrow and see how it does. And I'm just gonna see how it does. It'd be banking more than I'm banking in a day's time. So got some stop losses, we got some take profits. What did it settle out at after the strategy performance report? What kind of settings did it settle out at? It settled out at a stop of $63, take profit of $135. Which technically, I mean, it can do that. It'll just be, in a certain tick range, but the points for NQ is $30 a point, and so the ticks will be worth 7.5 a piece, or something like that. So 63 goes into 7.5. How many times? 7.5. Okay, all right. But that's roughly a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, which is what I told you. I told you when I was looking at it, it looked like a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So, yeah, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and set this up on this screen. We're gonna set it for automate. I'll probably have to turn it back on tomorrow, but we're gonna turn off the confirmations and all that kind of stuff, so it will just automatically take trades. This is on the it should be on the simulation account. Let's make sure that for futures that the confirmations are turned off, because otherwise, even though I told it to go ahead and put entries in, it'll still ask for confirmation. So you warn if price is more than 15% from last, warn if quantity is more than, so it's doing all these, well, these are validations, but confirm, matrix, trade bar, order placement, objects, market depth. All right, we're just gonna turn all this off. There ought to be one just for scripts. Do if that contract's more than 5%. That. Okay. Turn that on. I may let it run tonight some. See if it sends anything to the trade confirmation. Whatchamajiggy. Yeah. Position graph bar. Hot messages. There is an app. Trade Manager. I've been making scripts and doing stuff for so long that I have not played with the Trade Manager and everything else enough. But when these strategy positions, strategy orders and everything goes into when it takes an order, it should go into strategy positions. Into strategy positions column. So I'm gonna let this run for a little bit. I might let it run overnight. And I'll just turn everything else off, turn all these other charts off, only have this running so that way it's not eating up too much data and using up too much. And I'll just see how it looks in the morning and I will update you because right now she look good. One other thing I wanted to see was, yep, I got this on algo chart. Let's open this in horizontal. Okay, and then we will close this one. Close the mesh desk. Oh, now the mesh desk still never came back up. It's still thinking about something. So we'll close that. We don't need to save changes. Well, we could have, but all right, print to file. We can close that for the time being. Yes. And then we're going to close ES and NQ. Those are my babies, but I don't need them open right now. Well, I don't really need to collect the data from overnight because this will collect data from overnight and I really don't need it to collect data. Not on ES anyway. I will be running NQ for this algo chart, so I am curious to see what kind of data is captured on NQ. So we will keep that open. Then maybe we can just minimize all this and let it run and see what it does. I'll come back and check in a couple hours. Hopefully I've already made like, you know, $40,000 and then I'll just like stop it real quick. You know, I mean, I am excited about it, but let's see what it said. I didn't look at the percentage profitability. Return on capital, 20% return on capital over 7 days. That's amazing. And especially if you're leveraging, if you're using leverage, then you might only have 5% of your capital up. So then you've made, yeah, way more. 37% profitable. Not super high, but it's a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. And that is what's great. Okay. All right. So we'll let that run. Matter of fact, I'm going to save that information I'm gonna print it, save it, the whole thing. And this is Wake Up NVIDIA. Wake Up NQ 0215 24 15 second time frame. Bingo. All right, that's it, guys, and that is it. And I'm Eric. I'm out. Hey.